Good afternoon. I'm David Fitzgerald, Director of Ocean County Department of Transportation Services. Before we start the meeting, I'd like to ask our chairperson of our advisory committee, Walter Preston, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you, Walter. I'm pleased to welcome you today to today's public hearing, which is conducted each year by an opportunity to present specific program information on Ocean County's transportation activities provided to the Ocean Ride system. The focus of this hearing today is the county's 2021 grant application for funding under the Senior Citizen Disabled Resident Transportation Assistance Program in the amount of $1,685,543, which would be submitted to New Jersey Transit. Actually, has been submitted to New Jersey Transit. The 2021 allocation reflects a healthy increase of around $307,000 from 2020. That's approximately 21% higher than the 2020 funding level. This increase is a result of the passage of legalized sports betting in New Jersey. That's the good news. The bad news is that due to the COVID pandemic and the shuttering of the Atlantic City casinos, the 2022 funding will be projecting a decrease, which we don't know the impact of yet. As many of you know, the annual allocation comes from New Jersey's Casino Revenue Program. The funding levels are determined by a formula tied to the number of senior citizens in each county. Our purpose today is to provide some brief highlights of Ocean Ride service, related events and accomplishments, followed by an overview of the county's proposed grant budget and service plan. And finally, but most importantly, to provide you an opportunity to hear your thoughts, ideas, and comments about the county's proposed transportation program. Today's public hearing was advertised in the Asbury Park Press on October 3rd, 2020. The press of Atlantic City on September 29, 2020, and certified letters were sent to each of the county's 33 municipal clerks. The hearing notice was posted on board each of the Ocean Ride vehicles as of September 29. Further notification was sent to numerous local advisory committees and nonprofits. The notification also appears on the Ocean County government website, homepage, and the Ocean Ride website. At this time, it's my distinct honor to introduce the county's #1 supporter of Ocean Ride. Please welcome our previous freeholder liaison and extremely active and very engaged freeholder, Virginia Hayes.
Thank you, David. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Ocean County Board of Trustees freeholders, I'd like to welcome you to the annual public hearing on the county's Casino Revenue Grant application to New Jersey Transit to support the Ocean Ride transportation system. I'd like to congratulate Ocean Ride on its absolutely beautiful branded state-of-the-art headquarters, and I can't wait for many people to come and visit this beautiful facility. It's a long time coming, and you have it, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm glad that we were able to do and provide this beautiful building that that the employees as well as the other services are sharing. I want to extend my appreciation to the ongoing support of my colleagues on the Board of Trustees freeholders, especially the very active and vital Board of freeholder liaison on transportation, Sharon Quinn. He's on your #1. I'll take that person for him. Unfortunately, Gary was unable to be here today as we continue to provide funding and continuous improvements to the cyber program. This important upgrade of Ocean Ride headquarters will ensure the transportation will have a stable base of operation and infrastructure needed to carry the department into the 21st century. I also want to acknowledge the commitment of the very active citizen advisory group, the County Transportation Advisory Committee for Senior Citizens and Persons with Disabilities. The county is truly fortunate to have such a dedicated group of volunteers who give their time and energy in helping to shape the county's transportation services, meeting the challenges associated with providing transportation to the highest number of seniors of any county in the state. We appreciate all of your hard work on the planning process under the leadership of Chairman Walter Preston. I'm very happy to oversee. I get to see walking at least once a year. I would also like to thank our partners at the New Jersey Transit for the grant funding opportunities and their strong support of Ocean Line. I want to emphasize that the entire Freeholder Board recognizes the value of the dedicated Ocean Line staff under the leadership of Director David Shaw. They are truly wonderful and dedicated employees. When I travel throughout the county, especially to our many senior citizens communities, I repeatedly hear from our residents complimenting me on the quality of our caring and compassionate drivers and the reservation is served on the front line of Ocean Line. They interact with more of our residents on a daily basis than any other county department, touching and improving their lives in a very positive way and providing independence and mobility for our seniors and disabled residents, which is so important, especially in this period of time that we're facing with the pandemic that is before us. In closing, please allow me to emphasize the ongoing commitment of the Board of Shelter Freeholders in support of the county transportation services. As many of you know, the Board of Shelter Freeholders continues to provide significant financial support for the Ocean Line Service. In fact, the county's contribution accounts for more than $3 million, which represents over 55% of Ocean Line's total budget. We remain committed to maintaining high quality of county operating transportation system, and we will continue to seek creative ways to improve it. And just one of the things before I close, I just want to say the county has always made a commitment, because I know that, we finally are starting to get back our revenues with the FEMA Urban Fund. We had an increase. Now, because of the pandemic, it's such that the county has always said that one of the services besides the Meals on Wheels program, that we will always make sure that our Ocean Line program will be fully funded, no matter what happens if we lose our, any of our grant funding. I mean, hopefully we never will, but the Freeholders are committed to making sure that we always have that services provided for our seniors and the disabled. And I just will now turn it over to the Director David Shaw, who will provide the rest of the details of the year's grant project and the service time.
Thank you, Warren. Just briefly before I turn it over to Jim Hander, the Director, what the Freeholders mentioned is truly spot on. When you look at the commitment that we see, we are the envy of the other 20 counties in the state. And this beautiful building, we have all the employees of Ocean Line. I just want to thank you, Freeholder, as well as the other four Freeholders who support it. It's an amazing building, and we were truly thankful. Thank you. Okay, at this point, I'd like to introduce our Division Director, Jim Hand. Just briefly going to discuss some highlights of the proposed 2021 CO grant budget. Thanks, Dave, Freeholder Haynes. My name is Ken Hand. I'm the Division Director of Operation Ocean Line. Through a very coordinated effort between 56 drivers and 18 personnel, administrative personnel, Ocean Line was able to provide over 285,000 trips last year. 102,000 of these trips were our door-to-door program with River Ride. If you look at page 3 of your public hearing fact sheet, I'll explain where the percentages go for the fiscal year 2021 to start that funding. 62% of the grant will be allocated to operational expenses, namely 15 operational staff, driver salary, and fringe benefits. 3 administrative personnel services, fringe benefits will be charged to the administration line item. Ocean Line maintains its fleet of 71 vehicles. This year, 2020, with county funds, we purchased 5 new minibuses and 2 minivans, all wheelchair accessible, and additionally 1 more minivan was purchased with capital SkyTap funds. SkyTap also takes care of repairs and maintenance for these vehicles. We have an older fleet. This covers repair parts, materials, supplies, insurance license, and professional third-party contracts. We have a competitive employment transportation program, which allows Ocean County We continue providing valuable trips to 2021 for persons with disabilities to get to work. This accounted for more than 5,000 trips. We have the main grant program, which is unique in Ocean County, the only county and state that does this. We fund the local nonprofit organizations serving personal disabilities and senior citizens. Since its inception in 1985, Ocean County has contributed more than $1.9 million to these local organizations. This accounted for over 66,000 trips last year. Our reserve ride service has expanded the window after 4 weeks, which better serves the Ocean County seniors and disabled residents of all 33 municipalities. Our fixed route bus system, we have 9 deviated routes. We make connection with transit hubs, government offices, and shopping. Service open to the general public as well as senior citizens and persons with disabilities. We have 2 shopping routes, one for Florida Gap and Watertown. Our veteran transportation service is a weekly service provided to various in and out of Canada Veterans Administration medical clinics. This service is offered in collaboration with the Ocean County Veterans Service Bureau. We have subscription 21 Plus. This organization through transportation services agreement, which generates approximately $98,000 in annual revenue, is on hold right now due to the pandemic. Should continue once we get further guidance from 21 Plus. And we also conduct special trips. These are provided for local nonprofit organizations within the county and which have pre-authorization. Thank you for your time and your support. Thank you, Jim. Jim does a great job as division director. At this point, I'd like to call out Sean Arnold, who was finalized this year, business manager, which I had for a little while through that title. Sean's briefly going to talk about some of the technology things that are in Ocean County that I think really separate us from some of the other counties, some of the new technology items, as well as some of the budgetary issues. So, Sean?
Good afternoon. Our Facebook page and the county website are doing very well this year. The Facebook postings have reached over 298 viewers, and the Ocean County Facebook page has been viewed 91 times alone. The website for our county has had 3,646 views this month alone. The Where's My Bus app, the fixed routes were viewed 323 times, and the specific routes were viewed 196 times. The county mobile app was downloaded and viewed 118 times. 100 of them were from the App Store from Apple, and 18 were from Google Play. The budget is broken down into 3 sections: capital, administration, and operating. The capital budget will be used to purchase new vehicles this year. The administration and operating section is for 3 administration salaries, 15 driver salaries, as well as maintenance, repairs, materials, supplies, insurance, licenses, and third-party contract services. This year's total allocation from New Jersey Transit will cover all of our operating and administrative budgets, and all of the reprogramming money left from 2018 will be used to purchase this year.
Thanks, Sean. Along with Kelly, I think did a great job on this grants. We have New Jersey Transit in attendance. There's a lot of red tape associated with grants, specifically state and federal grants. And we'll definitely supplement our budget. Also, Michelle touched on the Where's My Bus application, which is kind of neat. Any provider on our fixed route system, through their smartphone, by downloading our app, can actually physically determine where the bus is on the route, and essentially an ETA will arrive at your stop. Last but not least, I'd like to call up our chairperson of our advisory committee, Deal Fund time, Walter Preston. And I want to thank him for his volunteers and his commitment to that committee over the years.
Thanks, Dave. You know, I'm here, I'm always at these meetings, and it always makes me feel very, 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 very good. Because we can always point to, and I'd like to thank you publicly, all freeholders, for the support you give, not only to us as a board to help our people here in the Ocean County, but for what you do all over the county. And the staff here, the wonderful staff of Ocean Rise, is always available, and we're always coming together. I mean, we've run programs like this, there are always things that can pop up and happen. But we've been extremely fortunate because with the support of we've been able to take the problems that we've been having and the challenges that we have, and we've been fortunate that we've been able to have people on our board. And I'd like to publicly thank our board members of Ocean Rise, because they come in and bring different forms of expertise to our board that help us solve the problems that we face on a monthly, yearly basis. So we've been able to come together, so we must be doing something right. Because somewhere someone is supporting us and all of that. And certainly here, what we're facing now, and as I say in all the meetings, you know, we're all here in America and in Jersey, United States. Normally when people come together to solve problems, we've been able to in the past be able to do that. And I have all confidence that we will be able to do that in the future also. I'm going to make every effort I can to do that. But again, I'd like to thank all of the people involved and our wonderful staff, and our director and supervisor, and of course, again, freeholders, because whatever happens, we're always just a phone call away trying to solve any problem that might be facing us. Again, and all of you who support us, please continue to do that, because we'll be always still working out there for you.
Thank you, Walter. Again, we are really blessed to have an active and engaged advisor. We take it very seriously. And we're actually, again, an envy of the state, because many other counties have difficulty filling the advisory committee chairs. We have 22 active attendees all the time. I'd like to acknowledge Lauren Williams and Janelle Rivera, our regional administrator and manager of local programs at New Jersey Transit. We interact with them continuously on state and federal grants. They do a great job. I think we have excellent communication with New Jersey Transit. I'd also like to acknowledge Joe Breck and Cheryl Katsanakis, great advisors at CMA, who provide significant support over the years. And again, all of our advisory committee members and our stakeholders as well. I thank you for giving your personal time and input in those endeavors. I know Walter touched on it, but in closing, I'd like to recognize the dedicated and professional Ocean Rise staff who work diligently to meet the ongoing challenges. Marshall Lack, my staff for a tireless effort on this project. Laura Zamato, administrative assistant, Charlie Dyson, our student fire, and police manager Michelle Arnold, and our division director Jim Hannon. They do a great job. I'm only one person. Without their help and without their efforts, it doesn't happen. Also want to acknowledge the drivers and the reservationists. The drivers are on the front line of our service. We could have the best software and the greatest budgets, the best administrative staff. If the drivers do not treat the clients the way they want to be treated or should be treated, everything else falls apart. And I know the freeholders need many complimentary letters and phone calls from other people who travel within our system. Also the reservationists as well. It takes an extreme amount of patience to handle some of the phone calls. Some of our clients call in, they were hard of hearing, or get a little confused. If you just listen to the way they handle those calls, you'll be amazed. Okay, at this point, I'll ask them to come forward, give your name. Actually, this is the most important time. Let's open the floor to public comments. with a 5-minute limit. I'd like to ask that you come forward with your name and town you live in or the organization you represent. If you could please focus your remarks on the 2021 grant application. So I know we're recording this, so we will accept the comments in either written or phone call form. Following today's hearing, Ocean Rise will complete, compile, and consider all comments received, and will finalize them as part of the grant materials and submit them to the Years of Transit. The deadline for written comments is October 27th, 2020, and the grant application was sent to New Jersey Transit on October 10th, 2020. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.